Good morning, friends, neighbors, and countrymen. Barrel-chested freedom fighters all around the world. Got the old paratrooper here. This was just kind of coming off the cuff. But I think I have a solution for what ails this country. I think about probably 70% of the problems in this country come from one source: our government. Now, there are some great people that work in the government. They're wonderful people, patriots. But there's a lot of people, elected and not elected, who are incredibly corrupt. And there's others that are just flat out morons who I wouldn't hire to run a lemonade stand. And I think we're all seeing it. We have an intrusive government that has forgotten what is in the Bill of Rights. And that's not just their usual everyday assault on the Second Amendment and First Amendment, but all of it. Our government's too big. It's out of control, and has been for a long time. Here's two examples. For example, in 1976, Department of Energy were created and Department of Education. I think we can all say that since 1976, the education in this country has been going downhill. Is that a coincidence? I don't think so. I think it's because we allowed the federal government and its bureaucracies to basically intrude on our local school boards, all by using the power of the taxpayer dollars and the grants. Now, Department of Energy, that originally started out as a small agency to regulate nuclear power. And I remember as a boy, vaguely, when the Department of Energy was started, in my simple mind, it was like, oh, we're going to try to do something big like a Manhattan Project and bring more fuel or whatever. But the Department of Energy is just a waste of time and money and resources. Can anybody tell me what they do other than provide an income and lifestyle for federal employees? I don't know. If somebody knows, please tell me. And it's everywhere. I've worked for the federal government. There's waste everywhere. And that's what it's ruining this country. And we have politicians, elected officials. A lot of them are Democrats and some Republicans too, who are corrupt and incompetent. Strange, and it's rules for thee, not for me. We have an IRS, which I can talk about that and its constitutionality for quite a while. But strangely, we have a lot of people in Washington, D.C., and in various businesses who, let's just say, they got some shady tax dealings. I'd be real curious to see what the Biden family, I'd be real curious to see their tax returns. But the IRS doesn't come after them. They come after the little people who don't have the resources to fight them or the time. Most of the people they audit make under $60,000 a year. And what was it they wanting to get into? Anything over if you had over $600 in your checking account, screw them. The federal government and the state governments and the local governments work for us, the American citizens. They've forgotten it. And now they're all beholden to basically three things: special interest, money, and keeping in power. This stuff can't stand. I don't want my kids to grow up in a corrupt third world country. And I'm going to do everything I can to stop it. Whether it's videos like this, speaking up, voting, and being politically active. Because I don't want to go down the road of the alternative. So, hang in there, folks. Keep your powder dry. Continue to train. Watch your six. God bless America and every patriotic citizen of every race, creed, color who believes in the Constitution and believes in this great experiment called America, United States of America. Let's fight for it. Let's get this country back on the right track. God bless America.